And now, the general weather around Alaska.
Well, we've got a front bringing some light rain in the system here out over the central, pushing into the eastern Aleutians there, but pretty light rainfall amounts with that. And that, at least up till now, staying south of the Pribilof Islands, a stronger system here coming across the Chukchi Sea, bringing gusty winds and snow into the western Arctic coast with mixed precipitation down into the Seward Peninsula and Bering Strait area, with winds anywhere from 25 to as high as 40 miles an hour in gusts out of the west and southwest. Snow spreading eastward to the central Arctic coast this afternoon. Clouds on the increase in the central interior. Otherwise, some scattered snow activity here with this band of, or especially along this band of cloudiness there near and just to the east of Fairbanks, extending northeastward there toward the Mackenzie River Delta. And mostly sunny skies. You can see here south central Alaska down to Kodiak Island into Bristol Bay, and even some clearing over the Copper River Basin to a certain extent there, as well as the North Gulf Coast, picking up some clouds around Yakutat, and then a frontal boundary here along the Panhandle, bringing light rain to the area there, but heavier down toward the south. Ketchikan picking up over an inch of rain today. There was some light precipitation up along the North Gulf Coast earlier, bringing some rainfall into that area and just some scattered showers there, mostly tapering off this afternoon. And on the chart today, you can see a very weak front here across the Gulf of Alaska, just south of the coastline there. A little bit stronger here down to the south of this low, pulling northward here. That brought, again, over an inch of precipitation to Ketchikan, by far the heaviest amount reported down there that I could find. Otherwise, some light snow this week, trough up over the 40-mile country, upper Tanana Valley. Dry in the interior here, mostly sunny down to the south and southwest, right into Bristol Bay. And then this low tracking eastward there, increasing the wind and snow for the western Arctic coast. Mixed precipitation down toward the Seward Peninsula. And otherwise basically dry for the east side there, but this snow already pushing into Utkavik there this afternoon. Visibility's down to 1.5 miles in light snow there at the airport, and rain here across the Aleutians with that rather weak front there. That'll continue to weaken as it slides eastward here, keeping it wet over Adak and Atka and pushing some rain into the western Alaska Peninsula. High pressure over the northern Bering Sea keeps it dry with light winds there. That extends all the way across southern Alaska here with mostly clear skies. South central Alaska, Prince William Sound, North Gulf Coast, Kodiak Island, scattered snow showers here in the central interior with mostly cloudy skies, and then light snow here for the north, or for the Brooks Range out to the Arctic coast as that low pulls eastward there and spreads snow all the way into Mackenzie Bay. And gusty winds continue here for the western Arctic coast as well as the central coastline there, kind of pulling eastward. Those stronger winds are starting to diminish down toward Point Lay, especially around Point Hope, Cape Lisburne, with light snow tapering off to isolated showers. And for the southeast coast here, this weakening low kind of stalls there near Dixon Entrance or southern Prince of Wales Island. Periods of light rain continue in that area, northward there, possibly ending around the Juneau area, and dry from Juneau northward up toward Haines, Skagway area, and some clearing for Yakutat, much drier now for the North Gulf Coast. And for Wednesday, weak low develops here in the northern Gulf of Alaska, but really not producing much weather with it, maybe developing some scattered shower activity there for the coastal areas of the Panhandle. But mostly dry over the northern southeast coast, drying out even in the southern areas there, but some lingering showers as that low weakens into a trough and kicks off to the east-southeast. Mostly sunny, southern Alaska into the Yukon-Kuskokwim Delta, as well as the valley there, down into Bristol Bay and Kodiak Island. Sunshine. Snow continues here for the Brooks Range on out to the Arctic coast, starting to taper off here on the west side. But pretty gusty west winds and west winds on the eastern Beaufort Sea coast with some continuous light snow falling there. Light snow southward here into the Alaska Range. Some of that, some flurries could get down into the Talkeetna Mountains there, but not too much farther south than that. So Sitna Valley, maybe mostly cloudy day tomorrow afternoon as that system slides eastward. And this weakening front brings a chance of light rain to the Alaska Peninsula back to the eastern Aleutians, with light winds over the northern Bering Sea under high pressure. And then for the day on Thursday, high pressure holds out here over the Bering Sea, keeping this system to the west and directing it up to the northeast there. And another center now developing over the Brooks Range area with, that'll keep the winds going on the eastern Beaufort Sea coast. In fact, actually, gale warnings out for the eastern Beaufort Sea coast for 40-knot winds, Flaxman Island to Demarcation Point on Wednesday, due to the gradient of this higher pressure over the north slope, and then that low off to the northeast there. Otherwise, drier here over the central interior. Still some isolated snow showers for the eastern Copper River Basin, Alaska Range area, but that pretty light. Mostly clear skies down across the Prince William Sound area to Kodiak Island, all the way to the Alaska Peninsula. And drier now for the Aleutians, this system dropping off to the southeast, so that'll be replaced by a drier northeast wind flow with maybe some clearing. And light winds under the ridge axis here off to the west. And still, with this low developing here, now just south of Cape Yakataga or Cape St. Elias, southwest flow will direct more showers and light rain and clouds into the southeast coast. For the temperatures, lows upper 30s to lower 40s down over the Panhandle tonight, otherwise in the teens and 20s across the interior. And single numbers for the Brooks Range, and then teens and 20s again for the North Slope and the Arctic coast. 30s out here over the Aleutians and Bering Sea. Highs tomorrow in the 40s out here over the Bering Sea and to the right along the west coast there. Otherwise, highs mostly in the 30s to lower 40s here. Warmest in the Susitna Valley, south central Alaska, and warmer yet down around Kodiak with a high near 50, upper 40s to lower 50s for the southeast coast. Otherwise, highs in the 30s all the way out to the Arctic coast. And then lows on Thursday morning, again, 0 to 10 for the Brooks Range, and then the teens to lower 20s for the North Slope to the Arctic coast. Teens for the Copper River Basin, lows 20s to lower 30s, south central Alaska, and about 20s for Bristol Bay, and in the 40s, or upper 30s to lower 40s for the Panhandle. Highs, upper 40s to near 50 for the southeast coast there, warmest down to the south, upper 40s Kodiak Island, and 40 to 45 south central Alaska, and mostly in the 20s here in the interior, and a little chillier in the Brooks Range there with highs in the teens, back into the 20s for the Arctic coast and 40s out to the west.